Welcome, all you water signs, to your weekly energy update. And this, of course, is for all my Cancer signs, my Scorpios, my Pisces, no matter where it is at in your chart. And I want to let you know that starting this week, instead of putting out new moon and full moon separate readings for each zodiac sign, I'm going to incorporate those into these weekly energy updates. So just a little announcement there. Also, we are going to be looking here for the week of April 3rd to April 10th. But if you're coming across this video outside of that time frame, I would still trust your intuition. And if it brought you here, then I'm sure there are messages for you. So we're going to jump in here. And what I'm going to do is I do a general reading for the water signs, and at the end I will also pick separate cards for, one for Cancer, one for Scorpio, one for Pisces, so you still get some specific information for your sign in these readings too. But we're going to start off with the Earth Magic cards, and all the cards that I'm using this week all have a magic theme to them. So obviously there's some beautiful love magic in the air. And all of the cards that I use, I do list in the description box below. So if you want to check those out, and they are listed there. All right. So for all our water signs, what would you like them to know about this week, please? For all our water signs. Okay, actually, they went to this one right there. And you have ceremony, invocation. So beautiful. It's definitely a time here this coming week for you to really connect to doing things in the physical world that express your spirituality, bringing that beautiful love in your heart. All you water signs, you have such beautiful emotions. You get to feel everyone's emotions, which I know can feel sucky sometimes, especially before you build up, any kind of little forest field or jello mold, as I say. I have a lot of water in my chart, and so I learned to create like this jello mold where people's emotions stick in there. I don't take them on as my own, but this beautiful loving energy that you have this gift that you get to feel everyone's emotions, but you also can, that's only a small part of your gift. The other gift is that you get to express love out to the world, and you can change the energy of a room when you walk into it. And that can be in fear ways or in unconditionally loving ways too, right? You can walk into a party that everyone's happy, and with just your energy, boom, it can dampen the whole room, right? But you also have this very powerful energy where you can walk into a room where everyone's down, and you just brighten it up, and you share that love with others too. So the ceremony, this invocation, I really feel for this week is this little nudge from the spirit world to share that amazing love that you have with the world in whatever way you want to express that, whether it is prayer, meditation, lighting a candle, or doing acts of love, of service for other people, just stopping by someone's home to say, I just wanted to give you a hug. Whatever it might be, follow your heart, because your heart won't lead you astray, because your heart wants to express love in so many beautiful, unique ways for you. And so there's no wrong way, unless it hurts someone, physically, which that wouldn't be of unconditional love anyway, right? So, follow your heart and express it this week. I really feel it's the overall message. But let's see what else comes in here for you from ceremony. It says it is in sacred ceremony that we have one of the greatest opportunities to experience communion with Source, with the Creator. One where the perceived dualities of both heaven and earth merge into an experience of the divine. Through the use of sacred pieces that have become imbued with spiritual significance, we bring forth ceremony catalyzed by clear intention and preparation. Sacred ceremony is prayer in action. In this image, a woman kneels before an altar where a number of crystals are placed. light emanating from her hands. We see incense burning. Snake spirit rests nearby, and I was just saying, this little snake spirit, and various ethereal beings appear in a wispy shroud of light around her head. All the while, the tapestry upon which she sits appears to be on fire, symbolizing the fiery passion brought on by the intense focus of spirit that has been invoked for this ceremony. Calling spirit forth in this way facilitates a direct and heartfelt sense of relatedness to Source, to the Creator, to the spirit world. And I'm going to read the second portion here in a sec. But I really feel the magician card here is what is coming into my brain, because it's about, they have a wand toward the heaven and a hand toward the earth, and it's about bringing that love down into the earthly world. And I kind of feel like this is what this ceremony is all about. It's like cards. I don't have to have cards to channel spirit and hear them, but our physical body and our mind and our ego and the whole shadow and the human side of us, it connects more with pictures, with things, with tangible things that it can touch. And so those things, that ceremony helps our human side of us really connect and grasp the spiritual world. So I think that's so important for you this week. And then it says, whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, or any other manifestation of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you've drifted from the intimacy with spirit for which you yearn. It's important to do what you can to regain an experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit, but also material objects you consider sacred. Set up an altar in a convenient area that is apart from your usual living space. Start with representations of the four major elements: earth, air, fire, and water, and then add just a few sacred objects. Set your intentions for the ceremony, such as whether the purpose is for healing, celebration, or honoring a particular earth season or cycle. Then do an invocation to call upon your spirit guides. Breathe their presence and ask these divine beings to guide you throughout the process. Trust their guidance. Feel your heartbeat and keep breathing. Breath is the key to the actual experience of spirit, and creating a ceremony is the vehicle that supports this. Yeah, so definitely, again, it's that attention and intention to connect to the spirit world and to bring that here. And I love that too, like we talked about, with being water signs, you feel everyone's emotions and you feel all the emotions going on in the world, and it can become overwhelming because of everything that is kind of heightened at this time, with that separation between the dark shadow, fear emotions and the unconditional loving emotions. It's like the gap has become very wide over these last, probably over this last decade is when it's really started to crack, and in the last couple years with everything else that's been going on, and then, most recently it's like, so you're feeling that, but, doing this ceremony and bringing that love and your connection to the Holy Spirit and your guardian angels and your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, any of those beings of unconditional love and light, just bringing their presence, the presence of the Creator around you through ceremony and actions in the physical realm will do wonders for you. And then we're going to pull from the tarot of the magical forest, more magic, and just see what else the Creator wants all of you water signs to know about this upcoming week. Okay, so you got these four. And let's see what we've got here. So you have the Tower. Here is everything going on in the outside world that you're feeling, right? And there is this wonderful, message that comes with the Tower. And it is that, basically that anything that happens in our life is happening for us and not happening to us. And it really starts with the Wheel of Fortune card, is the story or the connection that the Creator and Spirit have given with us, because it starts off with the Wheel of Fortune that says, before you came down here, your soul, your spiritual side of yourself, chose when it wanted to enter this life and when it's going to leave this life. It chose what avatar, what character it was going to express itself as throughout this world, which is you and me, are this character, this human character that we're playing. And it shows all the fated events that it wanted to experience in this physical plane in order to more fully understand itself. So we came here to really experience a lot of our opposites of who we are, so we can more fully understand the other side. Because the other side is all about unconditional love. And if it's like air, if you're always around air 24/7, you don't realize that you're around air until you're underwater 6 feet looking up at air going, that is air up there, and I'm down here in non-air. And so you have a new understanding of what air is and a new appreciation for both, really. And then you start swimming back toward the air because you want that, right? And so, we have all these fated events that are going on, but there's also a message with that Wheel of Fortune that within each of those fated events, you still have your power of choice, that you get to choose what any situation, like what story you apply to any situation, and you get to choose what emotions you're going to feel through any situation. And in the beginning, it doesn't feel like we are making a choice, because of how we were conditioned. We were all these popular opinions when we were younger of that this situation means this. This is the story, you must apply to that. And then also emotions. When this opinion, this popular opinion that when that thing happens, this is how you're supposed to feel. And it's reinforced over and over and over again until it becomes our habit and until it becomes our reaction. So that's why it doesn't feel like a choice, because something happens and boom, we react, we put that story to it. Boom, that thing happens, we put that emotion to it. But if we take a deep breath and we pause, and in the beginning sometimes it's reflecting and looking back on it, that we look at it and go, okay, why do I think that is supposed to mean that? Why do I feel like I'm supposed to feel that? And when we question that and we understand it, then we know that, okay, I don't have to have that story apply to it. I don't have to feel that way. I get to choose. And so there's that transformation that happens with that Wheel of Fortune, where the Tower comes in, is that these fated events, the Tower is one of those fated events. So it could have been a relationship of some sort, or a situation or circumstance like work, job, social status, some sort of situation, or a thing like our possessions, our bank accounts, or our bodies. And whatever it's been going on, there's been something in our life on purpose for a purpose. But in order for us to experience the next fated event, this fated event needs to be removed. And that's the Tower that gets removed for us, not to us. And, the whole Wheel of Fortune and the Tower teach us that, wow, there's so much fated circumstances, and I'm in control of the story and the emotion, that I'm not on this out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode. I'm on a very secure train that's attached to the tracks like a monorail at Disneyland, that's moving on purpose for a purpose. And so that transformation from victim, where life is happening to you, to victor, where life is happening for you, happens. There's also, usually they'll have, someone leaping out and someone being blasted out by the lightning bolt. That also tells us that when we connect to spirit, that, instead of being at the vibration and the loud noise level of the chaotic world that's going on out there, we can't hear spirit when that's happening, and so the time will come and the tower will be removed for us. We're like, wow, that happened. But if we are taking time for this ceremony, this invocation, connecting to spirit, raising our vibration and our frequency on purpose from one of fear and noise to one of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, then that's the frequency at which spirit speaks, and we can hear more clearly. We can actually hear the countdown to the tower moment with a lightning bolt descending in the tower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? And we can choose to step out and leap out of the tower instead of being blasted out of the tower if we so choose. But no judgment if you have tower moments where things are being removed out of your life without you realizing it, or that you know it's coming and you still choose to stay in it right up to the last second, because the majority of us came here for those experiences, right? And so we want to experience everything right up to the last second. So, but just the awareness, the power of choice that comes with that is amazing. So I really love that connection here about all this stuff that's going on in the world is happening for you, and connecting to the spirit world allows you to see why things are happening or when things are going to happen too. And you have the Queen of Wands. Wands are your drive, your ambition, your passion, your aha inspiration. It's also your energy and your spiritual energy. And for this, I really feel, because you have the black cat here, which this, out of the 4 royalty of the wand suit, she's the only one that doesn't have the lizard on her card. The others have the lizard because that helps protect them from the risk of acting on their passions and acting on their energy and their inspiration. But the queens, in addition to carrying their own energy of their card, so like Wands is fire element, all of them carry the water element, which is you, the water signs, allows you to connect to the spiritual realm, to the higher places, right? So this is perfect. It's almost like the magician I was talking about. Here's her mighty wand, and she's bringing down that beautiful spirit energy into the physical world. So I kind of feel like that's what's happening here. And then you have the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is about emotional choices. And I think that is perfect in relation to what we were talking about here. So they're definitely reiterating that you have power over your emotional choices. I really feel this is happening here. And I love here that they're also showing your angelic connection, bringing it down to the earth here as well. Got your little royal quartz, not royal quartz, pink quartz, right? Rose quartz is what I was trying to think of, not royal. Rose quartz is the higher heart chakra, which this is pink right here. So I love that too. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles. And the Pentacles is the outside world. And the 6 of Pentacles is this movement of your beliefs around giving and receiving. And there is this wonderful awareness that comes from this. And I really feel there's multiple meanings that Spirit gives me for this card. But for this one, I really feel like this is that the giving and receiving that you get to receive from Spirit, you get to fill up and let that overflow out to the world. And so that sometimes will help you with your worthiness to receive. It's really hard for us humans to, especially water signs who are so giving and so full of that loving emotion, to feel like you're able to receive first before you give, right? Usually it's I give, and if there's anything left over, that's for me, right? But this is this message here that you get to fill up, you get to feel this beautiful energy come down in, this beautiful love from above come in, fill you up, and then you allow everyone else to get the overflow. Whereas you're used to giving away all your sustenance and feeling energetically low and empty, this is them saying, you fill yourself up first, and then everyone else gets the overflow, because the greatest gift you can give the world is a full, healthy, overflowing you. Because when you're giving of yourself first, it's usually with expectation. It's usually we end up getting exhausted and even resentful. And, like I said, you feel empty and exhausted, and the water we give is full of those expectations and is like a bitter, sour water. But when you fill up with this unconditional love from above, and you allow yourself to fill up with that, even if anyone only got a drop that overflows, they will appreciate and love that so much more, because that's a sweet, delicious water compared to that bitter, sour water. So allow yourself, I know I'm a huge giver myself, so it's like, if I understand that filling myself up first with that unconditional love is going to benefit people even more, that allows me to kind of allow myself to receive first in a weird, interesting way, right? Okay. So I love this. That's coming for you. And then we're going to pull from the magic of the unicorns cards for each of the signs. So I'll pull a card for Cancer signs and Scorpios and Pisces. And we'll see what message the Creator has individually for each of those signs. So for our Cancer signs, what would you like them to know? Okay. For our Scorpios. Okay. And then for our Pisces. Okay. There we go. All right. So for our Cancer signs, beautiful card. You have the I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. This is beautiful. This is definitely expanding your stellar gateway, right? Opening up those floodgates and allowing that to come in there. Let me just straighten these out a little bit here. And that's power number 44. Some people also call it master numbers. But it's definitely a powerful number. And let's read from the book here. Congratulations. When you receive this card, it suggests that you are connecting with your monad, or I am presence, or preparing to do so. Yeah, connecting to your higher spiritual self. Your ascension path commences when you anchor and activate your 12 fifth dimensional chakras. Working with your unicorn accelerates your journey, so first ask it to illuminate your Earth Star chakra beneath your feet. Then be aware of its pure light moving up through your base, sacral, navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal, and solar star chakras before igniting the golden orange chalice of your stellar gateway above your head. Your stellar gateway is in the charge of Archangel Metatron and is your link to your I am presence, your original divine spark from source. It is directly connected to Nigella, Nigella, the ascended aspect of Mars, which is the cosmic stellar gateway chakra, carrying peaceful spiritual warrior energy. When you tune into it, your unicorn brings you a download of peace and courage. Archangel Metatron's vast chalice is also connected to the great central sun, and millions of light codes are drawn in to your stellar gateway from there. Your I am presence uses them to support your soul and bring you happiness. The most potent I am affirmation of all, I am that I am, enables you to embrace for a fraction of a second the light of your monad. Your guidance is to sit quietly, right, and illuminate each chakra in turn with unicorn light, then connect through your stellar gateway to your I am presence. Yeah, so very much ceremonial, right? I love it. And then for Scorpios, we've got the cosmic diamond. Spread hope and joy, illuminate the world. Yes, just as we said. And let me read this one too. I love these cards. Beautiful messages. Diamond is the solid form of Archangel Gabriel's light. It shimmers with purity, joy, everlasting promise, hope, and clarity. A cosmic diamond is a vast, translucent, etheric gem of great power and grace, carrying the qualities of all the color rays. When unicorns add their energy to it, it raises its frequency to the 9th dimension. When you receive this card, your unicorn and Archangel Gabriel will place a cosmic diamond over your energy fields to purify you and raise your light levels. The facets of this ethereal jewel will cut away the lower energies within you. Your guidance is to call it in whenever you need clarity, hope, or inspiration. And you can do this when you're walking, going about your daily business, or meditating, right? This is a card of higher service, and you're asked to use the cosmic diamond illuminated with unicorn energy to help others and the world. Ask Archangel Gabriel and your unicorn to place it over those individuals, communities, or even countries that are bewildered and seeking clarity. You can visualize it over situations or places where people need hope, joy, trust, and commitment. You can make a difference by picturing it over decision makers so they make wise, inspired choices for the highest good. Whenever you send it, ask your unicorn to illuminate it so that it glitters with 1,000 rainbows to bring new optimism to the world. Beautiful. I love that. So that definitely is, again, this invocation, this ceremony of bringing, like we talk about that, bringing that energy and that beautiful, just love energy through you and into the world to help. And of course now there's some specific situations that come to mind that we can help with, right? But whatever situations, both public and personal, you have this invitation this week to use that to make such a difference in the world. And then we have Pisces, the freedom of truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Love that. And let's also read from this one. When you speak your truth and live in honesty and integrity, you are totally free to be yourself. There's nothing to hide. There are no secrets in your life, and your aura becomes transparent. Unconsciously, everyone can see or sense this, and they respond to your openness. The whole world trusts you, for everything is above board. That's when you speak your capital T truths of who you really are, not like the tower fearful stuff, right? That's not who you are. That's your reactionary character. But when you express your capital T truths and express who you truly are, like says, be who you truly are, then that's what makes all this difference, right? And receiving this card suggests that it is important for you to be totally yourself. Speak about what you really want to do. Reveal your thoughts and your feelings. Be honest with yourself and others. Tell the truth. This sets your communication center free, like your throat chakra, right? Honesty has a resonance that people respond to, for when you are totally genuine, others feel safe with you. They accept you and feel comfortable and relaxed with you. Authenticity is the greatest gift you can give to yourself and those around you. If you need support for this, ask Archangel Michael to create a deep blue ball of truth and place it in your throat chakra. Then ask your unicorn to illuminate it. This will allow your throat chakra to open to higher communication, which in turn will enable the angels on the golden ray to speak through you. You will become an ambassador for them and touch many people. Wow. Receiving this card reminds you that when you are totally real, your life transforms. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, really, all three of these cards for all three of you show different aspects of it, but it is about connecting to the true you, the higher you, and expressing that to the world, right? Invocation, ceremony, taking time away and doing that. I love it. And then lastly, I'm going to pull at least one card from each of you from this Making Magic deck. So last of the magic decks here. And just see what the final messages are. So for our Cancer signs first, what's your final message for them? Okay, I want that one right there. And for our Scorpios, okay, evidently that one right there. And then for our Pisces, please. Okay, I want these two for you. All right, so for Cancer signs, self-confidence. Love it. Strong self-belief and a sense of worth. Connecting to this I am presence definitely will bring you this confidence. What's funny is the Queen of Wands, she is all about confidence because she knows who she is. And she's really able to laser focus her energy and get stuff done in the world. And really, she's like one of the most confident cards in the deck. So I love that for you. And then Scorpios, abracadabra with wings. That says fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. But I love this. The abracadabra is the speaking of the words into the world, right? It's that action. Really, when this mentioned the throat chakra, it reminds me, because the throat, you know, when you raise your arms straight out like a T to your sides, like straight out, they're actually at the level of like your throat. And so the throat chakra is not only about speaking and using your vocal cords, it's about the actions you do with your hands, which is a lot of what this was talking about. That ceremony is expressing this love and this energy with your hands. And then for Pisces, we've got healing, which says true healing of the mind, body, and soul. And you have the Labyrinth, which says transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. Yeah. And so I really feel like this last card for every single one of my elemental readings has been for everyone in the reading. So I kind of feel like this healing is for Pisces specifically here, because when you are who you truly are, this love that you share allows healing to really come in. But for all of you, this is like a transition to a higher level of your being, raising your energetic vibration, like we talked about, and enlightenment. So really connecting to this higher self that you really are and bringing in this amazing energy down in to your being and expressing it to the world is an important thing for this week. So I love this for you guys. I'm going to leave the reading there. Also want to let you know, in addition to these readings, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, I do put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign and a few other types of readings and videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those messages and be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click this like button, also click the subscribe button, that'll give you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any new videos that come out for this channel. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or subscribe to a channel, doing any of those things just makes the YouTube algorithm so happy and wants to share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is in the description box below. All right, all you water signs, as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. So have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you hang in there and you take care.